Right guys, Laid Back Reacts here again. I've decided to do a reaction on a little short video here, Fred Dibnah, how to bring down a chimney stack. Quite a fan of Fred Dibnah. Is for anyone, if anyone watches it from America that don't know much about England and the UK. He's a Boltonian like me, which means he's from Bolton, which is a small town in the north of England. Well, it's a big town, to be honest. It's only a town. It's not a city, but it's one of the biggest towns in England. But I moved away from there now. The older generation people are nice people, but the newer generations, like a lot of the young uns, are horrible people. It's a rough place. I mean, I've sort of lived in Manchester for a while, and that was nowhere near as bad. It was cliquey in Manchester, but they're not like they are in Bolton. Anyway, let's get this video started. That's just a little preamble to the video. Let's watch this. He's a good guy, Fred. Well, he was a good guy, Fred Dibnah. He's died now. He died quite recently. I'm supposed to be moving this. Let's get it started.
Chimney toppling performances have always attracted
Quiet, isn't it?
Pensioners, children, strange men who describe themselves as chimney enthusiasts, and citizens who in former times might have attended public hangings and now turn up in the hope of seeing a disaster. The audience has grown with his fame,
Which is a
so
bit
that
messed
now
up, isn't
a
it?
crowd was assembling of a size that Bolton Wanderers Football Club might have envied.
Bolton
There was
Wanderers.
concern that Fred should not spoil Sunday for these people by bringing down his chimney on top of them.
There's no way it can fall the wrong way, you know. I mean, the bricks are really good, and we've eliminated this half of it, so it's got to go that bloody way, one way or another, you know. Ideally, we want it to go, you know, towards that new brickwork over there, and that's the way we've cut it to go. But square ends are awkward, and they always want to fall like square ways, you know. So we'll just have to see what happens, you know. It'll either come dead square or it'll go over there, one or two, you know. I'm, well, 80% confident it'll go over there, but the other it could, you know, go straight, but it's got to come this way. We once did one, and we engineered it, so the borough engineer had to light the fire. And we wouldn't have done it on this day if he hadn't been coming, and it was blowing a force 10 bloody gale towards it, you see, and everything went wrong. It was blowing that hard that the fire set fire to the field next door, and it was blowing so hard it didn't even draw. All the sticks burned away, and it stayed up, and it was rocking, going 3 foot out of plumb and coming back. Now, if anybody had have said that to me, I'd have said, I don't believe you, it's impossible. Something that big could get 3 foot out of plumb and come back, no way. But it's as true as I bloody stand here, it was going 3 foot out of plumb and coming back. And in the end, we had to put a jack in the back and jack it up, you know, and it went over eventually. Was that one at Darcy Lever? Yeah.
Darcy Lever.
1950s.
Yeah.
Darcy Lever.
It's the same way of doing it, isn't
Ah, look, just same as what we did, but 30 years ago.
Darcy Lever. I can't remember Bolton that much anymore. I hardly ever go. It's I think it's closer to the centre somewhere. I was from Little Lever and Farmworth, which is near Moses Gate and Little Bolton and Walkden. Let's continue it.
So, flat caps and woodbines. Oh, that's a good one, isn't it?
Might be in Bratemate actually, that Das Lever. Bratemate. I was born in Little Lever. Well, I was born in Farnworth in the hospital, but I lived in Little Lever when I was a baby in that.
Like so fellas goes like that today. There's just one thing, like, put a damper on this morning, and like the fella who was my childhood hero, Harry Holding, he died last week, you know, they're burying him tomorrow. And, you know, he was like, in my eyes, a super steeple guy. God bless him. You know. So I think we'll do this in honour of Harry Holding this morning. Are you right?
Are you right?
Right.
You're right, you're getting on now.
Your knees have gone like jelly.
He always had a fag in his mouth, pretty much. And he'd have a couple of pints before he went up a big chimney. You won't see people doing that these days, would you?
Wrong. Yeah. Well, it's what time is it now? 10 to. Oh, yeah.
I wish police were still like that. Bloody all sorts of people in police now. Instead of like the local bobby that knows everybody.
We've got a bloody good crowd, haven't we? round with the gap. You won't do that, Roger. Sort of, everybody comes to see a disaster, you see. And like, there ain't going to be one, you know, I'm 100% confident. Like this bloody raglow, come on, it's time we started. Right, time, the deadline's coming, it's going to start raining.
It's gonna start raining.
Oh, wait a minute. There you are. Right, see, this end over here, you know. Stick it in there. Right, chaps, I'll get you. That'll do now, you've done it. Come on, everybody out now, come on. Everybody outside.
His famous lines coming up. I have seen this before, but
Nothing we can do now.
didn't make a lot of material in this, so it doesn't take long to watch it all.
Eh?
Not gonna have any of them left soon. Not got many factories. Got some in Bolton town centre. That's probably about it. That smelly pet food place that's near the town centre. Near where all the Asians live and that. We have like Asian areas. We're not multicultural in Bolton. People just keep to their own races and stuff. Not like Manchester or London or anything, or Birmingham. It's gonna come down soon. Yeah, it's weird, I have a strange relationship with being a Boltonian and that. Because obviously you sort of have some nostalgia for it. But thing is, there's a lot of bad in Bolton as well. But the people that live there are just blind to it, like people are in every wherever they're from, you know, they get blind to the negative stuff. Like the litter everywhere in Farnworth and that, which will still be there. It's one of the poorest towns in Bolton. And all the crime. It'll be like sitting on a bus going home, people throw a brick through the window and window smashes all over you and that. Stuff like that. It's not fun.
Yeah, it's on the move now, not be long. Another 5 minutes, 10 minutes maybe. If that. That's dropped, that's gone down 2 inches while we've been talking, you know. Not be long now.
So that's why I enjoy the peacefulness of where I live now, because I've had a lot of drama going on in my life. It's going to come down soon. It's got to get hot, hasn't it?
Come on, let's stick that.
He knows when it comes down, he's done it enough times. It's a dead art now, no one hardly ever does this anymore. Well, it's just controlled explosions now, innit? It's not like the old days.
No, it's not.
Look at that. It's come down.
It'll be wine.
Got a flag on.
So you were a good one. I knew it. I had every ounce of confidence in that one. We just got it right.
It's a good video, that, weren't it? So that was Fred Dibnah. He's like a local hero. There's a statue of him in Bolton. He was like a local hero in Bolton. There's another guy. Americans are starting to watch like Peter Kay now. He's from Bolton as well. I think he's from like a bit of a posher area of Bolton, close to the centre. There's some really nice places near the centre of Bolton, but they're more expensive and stuff. You can't get them really cheap like you can in say if you bought a house in Farnworth or Little Lever or something, it'd be a lot cheaper. My mate used to have like a 6-bedroom house and it wasn't that expensive because it was in Farnworth. Yeah, that was a good video. Brought the chimney down, didn't he? He obviously knew what he was doing. I might let me know if you'd like this video, and I might watch some more where he's actually climbing up. That's the really scary stuff. So them days everyone had a fag on, didn't they? A lot of people were smoking and cigarettes were a lot cheaper and that. Not like they are now, like 11 quid, £11, don't know what that is in dollars. Think they're nearly the same now. Well, yeah, but you can get more with your dollars, can't you? American dollars. Especially electronics anyway. Yeah, what did you think? Laid back reacts here. See you later. You got something to say, Kat? Yeah.